Greetings and welcome to my channel. My name is Abagnatius and this is, well, mistakes were made. And this is Dyson Sphere program. You can see the problem right here. I don't think I have uploaded this episode, and I won't, because, well, you can see the issue. I've made blue science. I have fed that blue science into the ring, but I can't access the blue science because these sorters are too high and too far away from the energy providers. Let's see. I haven't tested this with a wind turbine yet. 1 second. I have to go and get a wind turbine from somewhere. Because you will see, 1 second. Getting a wind turbine. Okay. No, still doesn't work. Either these things have a set height to which they can provide power, or this whole thing is a bubble. Going probably to about as high as these things are. Because let's test this on this height. It doesn't work either. Okay, before it did work. Let's see, there is a power provider there. Okay, so this must be a bubble. This is definitely a bubble. They bring power in form of a bubble. Going to probably about this high, because if you're building here, there is no power being delivered either. So we see that there is a maximal height to which these things bring power, and that renders the top two levels of the circle useless, because I need sorters to get the stuff out of them. I don't want everything to be removed and moved back. That's just that makes things enormously complicated, especially the moved back part. That's just that's an overcomplication, which is really not necessary. This is too bad, because this kills this entire concept. This would have been rather cool. Really quite very, very cool. I'd have loved this. But, as you can see, the circle doesn't work. Because losing the top two layers, that just means that the circle, so much of the circle can't be used. I mean, even with the layers that we have here, the circle would likely have been too small. Well, again, that just kills the concept. I'm not crying or something, but even though I feel a bit like it, I just had to drink a little bit. As you can see, 10.5 hours, 8 of which or so, or 6 at least, I spent building this beast. Oh well, this is life. Let's roll back. I have no clue. This is where I built the circle. Let's see. There was a little bit of circle here. Do we have game ticks too? hours, and that was a full hour later. And it was probably all just this building this part of the circle. This is some upgrades I did. 17 minutes. Ah yes, of course. This is after I built all the devices and all off stream, off video. So let's roll back to that. Because really, so much didn't happen. I just built a circle mainly, and some factory stuff. If I am not entirely mistaken. Yes, we have lots of stuff here, with which I can build the initial factory. Let's see about upgrades. The Matrix, I could watch that again at some point. What do we need for that stuff? Okay. This I really need to do, and this I'll build these manually, that's no issue. So I need a little bit of iron. Then I need to build 20 of those and 20 of those, as well as we saw, 10 of these. Well, first I'll wait until this is finished building. I don't know, that's not even necessary. Okay. And after that I'll use a different approach. An approach I have used before as well, which is also putting everything on conveyors, but in a limited fashion. Mostly I will just have, just in my head, changed everything around. Mostly I'll have 2 or 3 conveyors of all of the base products, also stacked on top of each other, but not as badly. Let's say 3 and 4 actually, or 5. That would be smelted copper, smelted iron, smelted magnets, smelted stone and smelted glass. On 3 conveyors, 3 wide, 5 high, and that way I can access everything from both sides at all times. I could even go wider actually. And add some more ability. Or rather, and add some more stuff into it. Let's go 5 wide. Or can I go with 6? I should be able to go 6. Just a block of 6 and 5 high to start with. Yeah, I think I'll do that. First, let's look at the planet. What was the key? This was the key. 6 million iron ore, 3 million copper, that's okay, that's okay. That's all okay, that's okay. Ooh, that's a lot of oil. This is fantastic, that's great, 66.4% construction. I think I haven't looked at that on the other game at all. Oh! Okay, I just learned something. Clicking the middle button lets me rotate the thing freely. Clicking right lets me rotate the things with the center point where we look at. Okay. You never stop learning. Oh, what do I see here? There is almost nothing back here. Okay, everything's concentrated. That's good. That also explains why there is so much explains why there is so much stuff around here. Everything's really concentrated on the other side of the planet, it's practically empty. Okay. Which means that at least some of the factory ability will end up back here. Most likely once I have planetary logistics stations. Okay, but that's for the future. The real question is, do I make another circle or do I make an aorta? I have used both. The circle in the last game, as you've seen, and the aorta is my go-to system coming from Factorio, as this is only 2D. And I cannot stack things on top of each other. I think I'll go with 6. 6 conveyors, at least 5 high stacked. That's about the same size as before, just much more compact. Accessible from both sides. No, I'm not going to go 6 wide, because entering things into the inner conveyors would be very inconvenient. Going 5 wide, that way I have one core, which is going to be very inconvenient to access, but the others will be good. Yeah, I'll go 5 wide and 5 high to start with, or no high, and I'm just going to go 5 wide for the base resources, and I'm going to add upper layers as they come, and I'm going to go aorta. Okay, and the aorta is going to sneak, well that may be too, but to snake its way around, to be accessed wherever needed and whenever needed, and the most advanced stuff will be at the end of the aorta, of course. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's first make the conveyors again. Sorry if you sat through this already. Well, life is life. It's not always convenient. Sometimes plans work, sometimes they don't. I mean, I too love it when a plan works. But if one doesn't, well, the world does not end. At least not usually. Okay, let's add more capability to extract everything we have here. Let's leave this as is. And I'll put some... 1 second. Here. Distribution logistics system. That's going to be massively important, because that makes things so much more convenient. These are little drones I can put on top of containers, and from there I can access the containers. So these will remain as are, and I will put drones on top of these later on to add into smelting capabilities. I think that English wasn't the best I've ever had, but well, English isn't my first language. Also, there is a lot more iron over here, which is of course enormously convenient. So let's clear out these stones. After all, there are more advanced ores in these stones. At least sometimes when you're lucky. This was actually fairly unlucky. Usually I'm more lucky. Aye, aye. Sorry for yawning. It's early in the morning. I've only just taken my ADHD medicine and I'm beginning to wake up. So, first and foremost, we need some power. Okay, we need much more power. But I'll see about that later. This is going to make... now the question is where to put the aorta and where to point it. And how to start the whole thing. Because I'm just thinking I might make a form of pre-aorta with just the three base resources and coal. And make smelting capabilities from there. No, I will not. I will make the smelted products right here, which means I'll point the things back here and snake back here and basically start the aorta here, because I have stone over there, which will add itself in. Probably the aorta will come somewhere here or somewhere here, probably come over here and really start here. Okay. How many of these do we have? Okay, not that many. I don't need that many, let's define that. Okay. Yes, I forgot that I haven't done that research yet. Meaning more drones, quicker drones, to speed up the construction process. But that's no issue. Okay. I'll leave this room to add more metal in here, iron ore in here as needed. Okay, I'll actually go and even use all of this. How are we on fuel and energy? Still acceptable, that's okay. Let's increase this. And that while we're at it. So this way these containers are going to fill up quickly. Okay. The beginning, of course, is going to be a small factory that makes conveyor belts. As we've seen last time, this should be sufficient. Plus storage. And of course that was idiotic, because I have to smelt the things first. And these are going to make a couple of magnets. Not too many though, at least not at the beginning. However, I'm going to have and leave a good amount of additional capability. For that, I'm going to... that's 6, huh? 6 to 12... well, to 12 to 18. Okay, about 21 of these will do. and this is just to show the end point, where I have all 30 smelters available. Okay, from here I'm going like this and that, as well as this and that, and that is where the aorta begins. So let's wait to build all of this, and at the same time, the meantime, program these beasts. You will make iron, paste, 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 paste. You will make rings, copy, paste, and paste. Okay, sound should be better, by the way, compared to some of the previous videos I've recorded, which you're going to watch and listen to for some more weeks, because I always pre-record a lot of material whenever I have time, as I'm not a professional YouTuber and actually have to work to pay my bills. Therefore I play whenever I have the time, and that means of course longer play sessions over the weekends, which I will then stretch out the videos of. Let's start like this, to not use too many sorters before I can automate them. This will do for the moment. Oh, this is fortunate. 3. Probably here, I would be guessing. And the rest I don't know. Okay, we have very little power, but we have a couple of smelted products. So let's help with the power situation. Where is the equator? It's over there somewhere, I'm thinking. There are the lines here and there, which means the equator should be around about here. I'm asking about the equator because what I do like to do is what I call the belt, which is a belt around the planet on its equator of energy production, meaning a continuous belt of wind power. Is this the equator? Looks like it. This is a thick line at least, and yes. Yes, of wind power. And I'll add solar power. I'll also make what do they call it? Holy moly, I can't produce any words today. This ground stuff with concrete and ugly and everything. This foundations. Kinda makes sense. With foundations, and that's going to be visible from outside. So if we go away, of course that wasn't ideal. If we left the planet with some distance, then the tell me what I want to say. The devices we've built are not visible, but land changes by way of foundation are. And over time this is going to make this planet look very cool, very industrial. I maybe should not have used the word cool. That may have been a little bit unoptimal, given the current environment and everything. But as this global warming thing is in fact not very special and has happened before and will happen again, I don't really care, to be honest, because the only species we're destroying is ourselves, and the planet will survive. The planet has survived much worse than we could ever bring. You can believe me, you can believe that. There is nothing we can do to the planet that will destroy it indefinitely, or for good. Even if we nuked the place, give 2, 3, maybe 300 million years, I have no clue. But there would be life again. Life is very, very sturdy. It's just not going to be us. So that's the thing we have to think about. Life will find a way. That's no... I mean, that's out of the question. Will we? That's the question. So, we are not killing the planet, we are killing ourselves. And if that happens, it happens. That may be too close. It is not. Very cool. That was not ideal. Okay. And this is going to need that as well as this. Then a little bit of that. Some programming. Boom and boom. And we should have automated conveyors. Perfection. Wonderful, wonderful. Also, there is of course a lot being done to save us. Technology is advancing at an enormous rate still. And as I've mentioned on one of the videos of someone else, just compare the world we live in to the world of maybe 50 years ago. And the air quality changes in cities, especially in industrial cities. And all those people wanting to do away with all modern technology and oil stuff and everything, do they really want to live in an industrial city of the 50s? I very much doubt that. Where people died of lung stuff because of the air quality, or not air quality. Well, yeah, of course, things aren't ideal, but things were worse in the past. Don't forget that. This should work. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yes, look at that, as if I had planned it beforehand. Perfection. This is going to be beautiful. Let's add a little bit of smelting capability, going backwards, because that's okay. I'd say something like this should do. And again, I'm not going to use the entire capability because I need to automate these, and they need these green circuit boards. and these need copper. So, to start the automation process, this is going to be sufficient. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay. Let's build a couple more of those. As if I had planned it. Can't believe it. This is beautiful. I'm also doing exceptionally well today. I mean, that may be because I've been unemployed for some time, but now found a job, the best paying job in my entire life. Holy moly. Really did not expect that, but I'm really happy about it. And I think the job is going to be great. Company is definitely a good one. Okay, now comes the question. With these intermediate products, or rather the first level, second level actually, products, if first level are the ingots. Yeah, let's do it right. So, I will place about 3. I have so many of these. 3 each to have a good amount of production. I'm thinking out loud and I'm producing only about half of my thoughts verbally, but you will see what I mean. Okay. That should be okay. That's for the small rings. That's for the other rings. That's for the greens. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let's see, does this work? It does. That was not ideal. 1 second. But that can be repaired easily enough by doing this. Then I'll come here, boom, up, holy moly, this works. This is enormous. Lack of item, okay. This is the key I wanted. Oh, 500. Oi, oi, oi. It's producing like crazy. Okay. So far, so perfect. Now, of course, maybe should have built the infrastructure first before building the infrastructure. I know this sentence didn't make a whole lot of sense. But that's just me. Boom, okay. Then I'm going to give them their programs. You will make this. Copy and paste and paste. You will make these babies. Copy and paste and paste. You will make those. Copy and paste and paste. Wonderful! So far, so perfect. Let's add all the needed materials. Okay, now I have to be careful. I need an iron and one of those green beasts. So let's automate these first. Which means the green beasts. Oh. There might be an issue here. Although maybe not that much. Let's see, can I? I think I can. Perfection. There will be two exit things. Because he makes those the greenies so fast. Oh, one is sufficient. Okay, let's make it central. Centralized. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. But we have the green things anyway, and we have the iron, which means let's make some more of that. And the necessary research for the copy and paste operation is going to happen soon. As soon actually as I can make it, because I'm going to need it. Something like this. I'm still a bit bummed about the not working of the circle. But this works too. It's more dynamic actually, and it has its advantages as well. And also everything is going to end up on here anyway. Also as well too. Whichever word you prefer. Okay, we need that. One is going to be sufficient. Oh, yeah, one will do. Here, so that it has direct access to the iron it needs. Nope, nope, sorry. This one. Nope, 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 yes. Direct access to the iron. A little bit of power would be useful as well. Let's put it here. Okay. Let's manually load a couple of these. One second, open this, open that, and add these. Okay. Does this work? It does. Okay, these beasts are now automated and will be stored. Actually, I don't like that. I do not like that. Let's make it better. Something like this. Because now I can make this look good. This should be too close. I mean, at some point. Yeah, now it's too close. Okay. I thought it was. I thought that there was some sort of a limitation that way. No. As I probably said before, absolute efficiency is not required. This is fast enough, and it will actually save resources. If the efficiency is not that high, resources are saved, and therefore that's okay. Let's go crazy here, because now I have access to lots and lots of these. Okay. go. Okay. Boom, boom. Perfect. At the same time, let's do this. Let's do it this way. One is going to start storing these, so I can add them into the upcoming logistics network, or that I have a good amount to start, because the whole aorta is going to be broken up in the end and stored into logistics space and stored in a way that it can be used for the logistics system. But that's in the future. And in the meantime, I want this, so I can start storing the things, also for myself, because for some researches I'm going to require some of those. Okay, let's go take more. 67. As you see, it's not very effective, but it stopped producing. Why did it stop producing? Ah, I see. All the iron is being used up. Okay, so that's of course something I need to look into later on as well. But that's okay. Okay, you make these beasts. That's one ring and one copper. Let's start with the copper. Maybe I should have built them all in series. Oh well, that works too. And one ring. I think that should be it. They're not very effective. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, and he's going to eat some iron as well. Okay. Now everybody's being produced. We have everything. Perfect. Okay. We need much more. Much more iron on top of it. More than anything. Okay, copy. Paste, 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 paste. Paste and paste. Okay. Can I build? I cannot. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Because if for the iron we pull from both, magnets will begin running out. Ah, let's do it this way. Okay. You will see what I mean. Let's first eat everything that's on this conveyor. Okay, increase those. As a matter of fact, I'll leave it at that for the moment. Then one more here, here, and here. For the power needed, that is okay. Let's walk down to the equator and place all the remaining wind turbines we can. My head is hurting quite bad. From the point where the headset sits right on top of my head, meaning this video is about an hour. I'm guessing it's usually, that's how I tell how long I've been filming. The amount of pain is a good indicator for the amount of time that has passed. And this amount of pain means about an hour, maybe a little bit more. Which means this video is about to end. Oh! Of course. Probably quite short here. Oh no, don't. Not even. Thought it would be worse. Then we don't have full satisfaction. The coal. We should have a coal mine somewhere. Such as right here. Okay, let's walk back. And this amount of satisfaction will do. Especially as everything is going to fill up. And then production is going to reduce. To go down automatically. To reduce itself, I wanted to say. Okay, some more storage. And I have this, thank you. That was the wrong key. And perfection. Let's see how the factory is doing. That's what I meant. Yes, that's exactly what I meant. I'm using all the resources I'm producing. And still the thing is quite full actually. Let's see, maybe that's enough. And for the moment I don't need to have any panic. Enough is relative. As in, it's not enough. I shall need more. I shall especially need another inlet of iron, because so much of the iron is being eaten here. But first I need to increase iron production, or other iron ingot, what are they called? Ingot? Iron ingot production. That should be alright. Okay, let's add issue, of course, being that this will eat all the iron in both belts, leaving not much for these. Although these have first dips, so that should be alright. And the guy back here will have to do with whatever he gets, which won't be that much as I can see. Oh. Okay. Yeah, definitely need way more iron. I mean, I wanted to end this video at this point, but first let me add a whole lot more iron into the whole system. Something like this, probably. We have everybody in mind, that's good. You go here, you go there, you go here, or not. And you go here. I love this little addition that that they made it so that conveyors can arch over each other automatically without me having to build these bridges manually, which takes a lot of space. This is a really good addition they did a couple of updates ago. When I started playing this game, which has been some time ago, that was not in. It is one of those quality of life updates which has changed the game really significantly. So the iron situation should be looking a lot better now. Would you look at that? Everybody has iron to eat. Perfect. This is standing, which means that there is enough iron in the system. 500, 400, 400. We are making enough. Okay, that's not good. We are not making enough. We don't have copper. Okay. Let's repair that. I mean, I wanted to end the episode about I don't know how long ago. So this should take care of most of these issues. Okay, now for real. Holy moly, that was a whole lot of progress. So, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the drill if you so choose, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.